Fritz Haber was a brilliant chemist. He was born in Germany in 1868. He won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1918. His work led to a major scientific breakthrough, the Haber-Bosch process. At the time, the world was facing a serious problem. The population was growing quickly. There wasn't enough food to feed everyone. Farmers needed fertilizer to grow more crops, but a key ingredient in fertilizer, nitrogen, was scarce. Nitrogen is essential for plant growth. It is abundant in the air but difficult to capture in a usable form. Haber's discovery changed everything. He found a way to convert nitrogen from the air into ammonia. Ammonia is a key ingredient in fertilizer. This process, known as the Haber-Bosch process, was revolutionary. It allowed for the mass production of ammonia-based fertilizers. Farmers could now grow more food even in areas with poor soil. This invention is credited with saving billions of lives from starvation. It transformed agriculture and continues to sustain a growing global population. The Haber-Bosch process is a marvel of chemistry. It involves combining nitrogen from the air with hydrogen gas. This reaction requires extremely high temperatures and pressure. A catalyst, usually iron, is used to speed up the reaction. The result is ammonia, a compound that plants can easily absorb. Before the Haber-Bosch process, farmers relied on natural sources of nitrogen. One such source was guano, which is bird or bat droppings. Guano was a valuable fertilizer, but it was difficult and expensive to obtain. The Haber-Bosch process provided a much more reliable and affordable alternative. The impact of Haber's discovery on food production was immense. It led to a significant increase in crop yields. This, in turn, helped to alleviate hunger and improve nutrition for billions of people worldwide. The Haber-Bosch process remains a cornerstone of modern agriculture. It is estimated that nearly half the world's population today relies on food produced using this method. Despite his contributions to humanity, Fritz Haber is a controversial figure. This is due to his involvement in chemical warfare during World War I. Haber was a fervent patriot. He believed it was his duty to use his knowledge to aid his country. He led the development and deployment of chemical weapons, including chlorine gas. These weapons caused immense suffering and death on the battlefields. Haber argued that his work on chemical weapons was necessary to end the war quickly. He believed that these new weapons would break the stalemate of trench warfare. However, his actions were met with widespread condemnation. Many of his fellow scientists were appalled. They viewed his work as a betrayal of science's humanitarian ideals. The use of chemical weapons in World War I was a horrific chapter in human history. The long-term effects of these weapons continue to haunt survivors and their descendants. Haber's role in developing these weapons cast a dark shadow over his legacy. It is a stark reminder that scientific progress can be used for both good and evil. Fritz Haber's personal life was marked by tragedy. His wife, Clara Immerwahr, was also a chemist. She strongly opposed his work on chemical weapons. She saw it as a perversion of science. Her pleas and protests fell on deaf ears. In 1915, shortly after the first major gas attack at Ypres, Clara took her own life. She used her husband's service weapon in their garden. Haber's life took another tragic turn when the Nazis rose to power in Germany. Despite his service to his country, he was Jewish. The Nazi regime forced him to resign from his position. He was forced into exile in 1933. He died a broken man in Switzerland in 1934. Fritz Haber's legacy is a complex one. He is both hailed as a savior for his role in feeding the world and condemned as a monster for his contributions to chemical warfare. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the double-edged sword of scientific discovery. It underscores the responsibility of scientists to consider the ethical implications of their work. Despite the controversy, there is no denying the profound impact Fritz Haber has had on the world, for better or worse.